Okay, so here's a question for you. You've had a bad day. Maybe a little argument at the dinner table, some passive-aggressive group chat behavior. Maybe someone forgot to say happy birthday. It's annoying, right? Well, now imagine doing all of that, but in front of millions of people, on Instagram with lawyers involved. Welcome to Celebrity Family Drama, baby, where the rich and famous take regular family dysfunction and absolutely supersize it. Now I'm counting down 7 of the most jaw-dropping celebrity family fallouts, and trust me, by number 1, your own family is going to look like a Hallmark movie. Alright, let's get into it. So, you'd think a family that literally built an empire out of oversharing would be drama-proof. All wrong. Dead wrong. The Kardashian-Jenner clan has always had tension bubbling under the surface, but in recent years it's gone from, oh, we're just having a spat, to, yeah, we no longer speak and also my therapist agrees with me. So Kylie and Kendall publicly throwing subtle shade at each other on social media, Khloe and Tristan's whole situation dragging the whole family into the mess, and Kourtney basically peaced out from the family business and moved full-time into her Kravis era. Like, imagine your workplace drama, except your workplace is a TV show about your family. The crossover episode nobody asked for. So, the real moments that had the internet spiraling, it was when Kourtney essentially said, "I'm out" from KUWTK, and then had to watch her own life get turned into a storyline anyway. She dragged Kim on camera, and not in the fun way. In the, "I'm actually furious and this is going to air in HD" way. The lesson here? When your entire family's income depends on broadcasting your personal life, there is no keeping it private. Oh, the Cyruses. Oh yes, if 2025 had a poster family for dysfunction, it was them. Zero contest. So it all started going sideways after Billy Ray Cyrus split from Miley's mum Tish in 2022. A divorce that had been coming for years, let's be honest. And then Billy Ray did what any sensible person would do. He immediately got engaged to a much younger Australian singer named Fire Rose, married her in 2023 and filed to divorce her 7 months later, accusing her of fraud. Oh, yikes. But here's where it really went off the rails. In January 2025, Trace Cyrus posted a public message to his dad on Instagram saying, "Since my earliest memories, all I can remember is being obsessed with you. Sadly, the man that I wanted so desperately to be just like, I barely recognize now." He also said that, "Me and the girls have been genuinely worried about you for years, but you've pushed all of us away." And specifically called out how Noah had desperately wanted her dad in her life and he just, well, wasn't there. This came right after Billy Ray had a chaotic meltdown on stage at the Trump inauguration ball where he blamed technical difficulties and generally just had a really bad night that the entire internet witnessed. And Miley, well, she notoriously snubbed her dad at the 2024 Grammys, thanked her mum, her sister, and basically implied she forgot no one else existed. Then she got on a Netflix show with David Letterman and sort of explained it. She said Billy Ray had given her a map of what to do and what not to do, which is a read, honestly. The good news? Well, by mid-2025, Miley and Billy Ray appeared to be patching things up. The bad news? The family has reconciled before, multiple times. We've been here and we know how this story goes. So listen, we could dedicate an entire channel to Kanye West family drama, but let's zoom in on the part that genuinely had everyone putting down their phones in disbelief. Kanye, now going by Ye, has turned publicly going after his ex-wife, her family, her new partners, and seemingly anyone within a 3-degree connection into basically a full-time job. The man posted a betrayal list that included Kim Kardashian, his own daughter, Diddy, LeBron James, Donald Trump, and cartoon characters like Patrick Star and Curious George. Cartoon characters on a betrayal list with his daughter. Yeah, the kids are watching this. That's the part that makes it land differently. North, Saint, Chicago, Psalm, they're old enough to be on the internet. And their dad is posting unhinged content about their mum while simultaneously expecting co-parenting to just, well, work. Kim has mostly stayed composed publicly, which honestly is impressive, but the toll this has clearly taken on the family is real. Sources have said she's focused on protecting the kids, but when one parent is live streaming their mental state for clout, well, protecting the kids gets a lot harder. So you cannot do a celebrity family fallout list and not mention Harry and Meghan. It would be illegal, genuinely. Now, this saga has everything. Royal protocol, racism allegations, a Netflix documentary of course, a memoir that spilled actual tea about actual royals, Oprah and a Zoom coronation watch party. The whole shebang. And what made this story hit different from your typical celebrity beef is the institutional nature of it. This wasn't just Harry falling out with his dad or his brother, this was him and Meghan effectively going to war with a 1,000-year-old monarchy and saying on camera to Oprah, yeah, there were conversations about our unborn child's skin colour. Ho, that's not a tabloid rumour, that's a sit-down interview. And then the memoir Spare dropped in 2023 and confirmed basically everything, and added stuff people didn't even know to ask about. The relationship between Harry and William, once described as unbreakable, now appears to be in fragments. King Charles and Harry have had a complicated dance of near reconciliations, especially after Charles's cancer diagnosis. But as of now, the distance between Harry and his family remains one of the defining celebrity fallout stories of this decade. Okay, pivot. This one is a little lower profile but absolutely deserves its moment. Billy Joel, the piano man himself, has had a famously complicated relationship with his daughter Alexa Ray Joel, who is also a musician trying to forge her own path out from under one of the most iconic names in music history. So the pressure of being a celebrity's kid is real, underreported, and deeply messy. Alexa has spoken publicly about mental health struggles, about feeling overshadowed, about navigating a very public identity, while her dad's legacy looms enormous. So the dynamics here are less about a screaming Instagram fight and more about the quiet, slow burn of a parent-child relationship buckled under the weight of fame. It's a reminder that family drama doesn't always look like a blocked account and a lawyer letter. Sometimes it looks like years of distance and difficult feelings that never quite got processed because everyone was too famous to have a normal conversation. Okay, so staying in the family falling apart publicly lane, Lily Allen and David Harbour's divorce was really something. They split after roughly 4 years of marriage, and what followed was a PR battle that played out in interviews, social media subtweets, and in Harbour finally breaking his silence to discuss, in his words, his pain, slip-ups, and mistakes. Meanwhile, Allen, never one to stay quiet, dropped a critically acclaimed album and a sold-out tour for 2026, both of which were very conveniently timed to coincide with the final season of Stranger Things, keeping Harbour front of mind. Is it petty? Yeah, probably a little. Is it iconic? Oh, absolutely. And sometimes the best revenge is a banger album and perfect timing. Okay, here we go. This is the one, so strap in. Now, the Beckham family feud has been simmering since 2022, when Brooklyn married Nicola Peltz and wore, gasp, a Valentino gown instead of a Victoria Beckham design. Was it a slight? Was it a scheduling issue? Well, nobody could agree, and that ambiguity was the first crack in the dam. Now, fast forward to 2025, and the cracks became a full flood. Brooklyn and Nicola skipped David's 50th birthday. A source said Brooklyn feels disappointed in himself for not attending, but that he was allegedly told he could come only if Nicola wasn't invited. He also missed David's knighthood. He missed Inter Miami winning the MLS Cup. He and Nicola renewed their vows in August with 200 guests, and not a single member of his family was there. Not one. The source described it as the final kick in the teeth. And then, in December 2025, the internet started noticing David and Victoria didn't seem to be following Brooklyn on Instagram. Now, Cruz jumped in to set the record straight, and his clarification somehow made it much worse. Cruz wrote, "Not true. My mum and dad would never unfollow their son. Let's get the facts right. They woke up blocked, as did I. They woke up blocked." Not just the parents, not just one sibling, the entire family. David, Victoria, Romeo, Cruz, Harper, all blocked simultaneously on Christmas. And then Brooklyn released a multi-story Instagram statement that had the entire internet in a chokehold. He claimed his mother had danced very inappropriately on him in front of 500 wedding guests, where Mark Antony unexpectedly called Victoria to the stage instead of letting Brooklyn have his first dance with Nicola. He described it as the most humiliated he'd ever felt. Now, he accused his parents of trying to contact him publicly, via likes and social media posts, while ignoring his private requests to reconcile. He lawyered up. A source said he issued them with a letter at the end of last summer asking for any correspondence to go via lawyers only, and wanted to try and make amends privately, not publicly. And in David's entire 2025 year in review Instagram post, not a single photo included Brooklyn or Nicola. Not one. The saddest part, David and Victoria reportedly still want to reconcile. They've extended olive branches, posting old childhood photos, Victoria hitting heart reactions. Brooklyn released a statement saying he did not want to reconcile with his famous family. Yeah, that's not a feud, that's a goodbye. And that's our list. 7 families, millions of dollars, and 0 chill. Now here's the thing though, and I say this with love, of course, none of this is that far from what happens in regular families everywhere. The jealousy, the feeling like your partner isn't accepted, the parent who let you down, the sibling who chose a side. The only difference is these people are doing it in front of us with lawyers and Instagram stories and Netflix cameras. It's messy, it's sad, and somehow we just can't look away. Drop in the comments which one shocked you the most. If you think I missed a family fallout that deserved a spot on the list, let me know. Because honestly, there's enough material for a part